get started. Note to self, buy oil for that door. I don't have any preferences for the music. I know I kind of always choose the same couple of things. But that's just who I am. I can't turn down nighttime maneuvers. Especially when your love is a drug. I wonder how you get all these other songs. I know I bought one of them. I wonder if you can buy the other ones too. Good enough? Jeez. Come on. If you weren't awake already, there you go. That's the pickup we all needed. I'll have to make sure I note to lower that in post, because Jesus, that was bad. All right, then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Absolutely. Without a doubt. Let's go with that, then. Right. Stella. Okay, starting off strong. Starting off strong with Stella. I think we're in the middle of a shift. I don't remember what happened last time, frankly. I don't remember much of anything, ever. Did happen. I don't know. We'll just play with it. Greetings. Aw, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with the Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane for Stella. I'm going to lower the music just a teensy bit, because that song is pretty loud. Bleeding Jane. Let's make it a big. 2, 3, and okay, no extra bits. No extra bits. Except we blend it. Bleeding Jane, you did it. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. I think it was Kiramiki came in last time. I remember that much because Donovan was being an absolute douche. And I remember that made me... I hated him. I hate him so much. Oh. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but it did. It's pretty interesting, though. And when I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. I like that in a place. It's also clean. Really clean. I like cleanliness as well. Gil is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Joe, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? I read all the articles. I don't know anything about a gold rush. Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of White Knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. Oh, wrong voice. I think I've heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... after the events at the bank... Oh, she had a little PTSD there, because of Say. Oh. The suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. So are we getting, like, people, like, taking them and kind of, what's the term? Reverse engineering stuff from it? Kind of like the Vulture from the first Spider-Man movie in the MCU, where he's just, like, taking all the Chitauri equipment and learning how it works. That's cool. It's not like I liked the cops in this game anyways. So, kind of, fuck them. After the, okay. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any White Knight still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many White Knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology... Ha! I even used the proper term, proving that I am a smart boy. Suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents, just open for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There's one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. Ooh. That's pretty cool. I'm sure they certainly were still corrupt, so that's unfortunate. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. I lower my guard in front of a cat girl. Okay, it's kind of the only thing I think about when I'm looking at a cat girl, is that I'm looking at a cat girl. So they can probably say a lot of things to me and manipulate me for info. They make good spies. And I know it seems counterintuitive because they're so, like, they stand out so much, but, you know, maybe that works to their advantage. I'm sure there's a way. Cat girls always find a way. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. Ooh, that would have been unfortunate. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. Thank goodness. See, regulations are a good thing. I guess even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. Yeah, well, we've seen how that works in our world. The greedy corporations are in our world pollute the earth and tell us it's our freaking fault. The normal people's. They don't pay people enough, so they have to work multiple jobs, don't get to see their families. They kill themselves over their work to not get paid, so some fucking douchebag CEO can get a new house and a new boat and a new houseboat, not boathouse. Boathouse and houseboat. Absolutely. They just happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. Clearly. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks that like, ugh, those are dystopias of their own. Agreed. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. Okay, so this is a corporatocracy. Or an oligarchy, or... Not an oligarchy. Plutocracy, maybe? He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So what were you saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, hen what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Let's give her a Brantini. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can make this a double 4. I'm feeling greedy myself. But mine's for a good reason. Mine's because I need money so I don't get kicked out of my house. Imagine living on the streets of a cyberpunk society. Houselessness in cyberpunk must be like really bad too. Because everything looks so fancy. But I imagine the lows are just like maybe even lower. But I don't know. This is all science fiction anyways. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki concert. Oh, that's nice. Oh, right. As it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised, too. I was more surprised she remembered my name, though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I get that. You know, I try not to glorify celebrities. Or anyone in the public eye, really, because it's dangerous. But you do want, I mean, you just don't want, you don't want anybody to be a douche. And especially if they're powerful and you kind of look up to them, you really don't want them to be bad people. But everyone's capable of good and bad. Yeah, the houselessness would have to be like sleeping in a machine, like super high tech. You're just there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, houselessness is shit now, and we definitely don't do enough to help anybody. And like, we make it's so expensive and so hard to be poor in general. And houseless is just as bad. Like, we make it more difficult for people to like sleep on places, and we don't fund any of the programs. We don't have good housing. So like, yeah, similar point. I see you, Mama. I see you. Oh gosh, what was I freaking saying? My brain is freaking fogged. I don't know what's going on. Why can't I think of my fucking point anymore? Oh, we don't give money to any of the programs. We villainize it. It's just hard. So it feels like if houselessness was to continue in a cyberpunk society, it would be mostly the same. Like the people would still be suffering, probably in similar ways, but it would be a little more. It'd be a shinier veneer about it, where it would look a little nicer. So maybe it doesn't seem as bad, but it's still shit because who knew? Like having a house even in the future is still bad. Ooh, man, sorry about my brain there. I don't know what the hell's going on with me. Yeah, like how we've been let down by Chris Pratt. It's really unfortunate. I really liked him in Parks and Rec and the first Guardians and stuff like that. But then he became a bit of an action boy. And then to circle back around to the cops thing, a little too lovey-dovey with the cops for my taste. And no, to be clear, I want to like cops. I want to feel safe. And like they're not going to beat the shit out of me for, I don't know, wearing my wife's yoga pants out in public or something. Or, just for some kid being black. But, God forbid it's a black trans person. Oh, that's a death sentence. So it sucks to see someone that you used to like, parroting those beliefs and outright supporting them in some cases. It's really unfortunate. And sometimes you have to look past it. But it's really, really hard. Like, it took a lot of like, unfortunately, mental gymnastics just to be able to like watch the new Guardians movie and not think of that guy as a piece of shit. I managed, and it was a really, really good movie, and I think he's a good Star-Lord, but he's not a good person, which sucks. Tangent over, officially, for now. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. There we go, Jill. We're always vibing with Jill. Jill is always in our headspace. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other, more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Well, look at that. The one exception to the rule, a slightly decent rich guy. I want to believe it's possible. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Oh, she's the daddy's girl, which is... I don't even like saying that. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I would like to see her different hairdos. I think she would look really cute. I mean, she's already cute. But I'd be interested. I want to know. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say in her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse that. That's right up Say's character. Huh. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Something classic. Oops. By type? Classic. A beer, I guess. That's about as classic as it gets. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bunch of alcohol. Here you go. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Say, told me about your eye. That, oh, yeah, I knew. You did? Say told me. I'm alright, don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might be just as shocked hearing something from you. Yeah, Jill's been spilling the beans over her past lately, and it's not great. It's really sad. It's not as not as physically traumatic as getting your eye taken out, but the emotional trauma of being held hostage is pretty bad to go along with that physical stuff. And then Jill having a really bad relationship breakdown, that's shitty too. But we're not here to compare. We're not here to rank traumas. It's not a healthy lifestyle. Mental practice. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. I think her eye looks cool. I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but I think it looks neat. Her whole vibe is really cool. She's got a lot going on. The tech in the replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit. Oh. Still, she also told you about that Virgilio guy, didn't she? You know him? Virgilio Armandio didn't net any results but after digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy Mercury. Ooh. Okay. He's about to star in some kind of 50 Shades of Grey knockoff, offshoot, horny fantasy thing. Timothy Mercury. Branded traitor after killing a fellow white knight declared MIA. Hell yeah. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself. What are you going to do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I can do. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable information from. Not to mention that they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. Man. Not liking Zaibatsu Corps. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are all by all means illegal? You mean the people we thought that were here to protect us are actually the baddies? Color me whatever this face is. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. Ain't that the damn truth? All that power makes you think you're above every law that there is. And you know what? It's true. If the only penalty for a crime is a fine, it's only a penalty for poor people. The rich people, it's just a price tag that allows you to do a crime. This city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Joe, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again, Stella. Please. And this is me talking to you from the real world to the virtual. Please come again. Alma. No, hello. Oh no, my voices for these two characters are too similar. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stops, and then please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Bye, Alma. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight jury, why I pondered, weak and weary. Ooh. She's also a literacy nerd. Okay, Jill. Little Poe. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoteth the bartender. I did not. So you like poetry. I love poetry. I like poetry a lot. And I like Poe. I like some of his lesser known stuff. My favorite piece of his is one I've never heard anybody talk about. It's called Israfel. maybe one of my favorites. I like a lot of his stuff, like Annabelle Lee. But Israfel is really good. It's about an angel looking down, an angel of music. He's looking down on the world, and he's thinking about all the humans and how their music is different than his because they go, like, he's gone through different things, and the humans have gone through different things, and that maybe how his music would be more beautiful if he was able to experience humanity. It's a really cool little story. It's just one I never hear people talk about. I think it's a shame. I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure thing. Cobalt velvet. She wants it big. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And all that alcohol. She's gonna get loaded. Mix it up. We did it. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bell? No. But that definitely sounds like a person who writes Sonic fanfiction. And you know what kind I'm talking about. Maybe I should read fanfiction on stream once. I'll gather some good ones and I can read it on stream. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Definitely not monetizable, but I'm clearly not in this for the money. I'm in it for the love of the game. The love of the game. So I'm not afraid to go horny. Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. Oh. Jill is Shadowmaster 69? Hell yeah. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that all have that stuff archived. Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no. I gave up on the whole cult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... does that mean... If I said Shadowmaster 69 writes Sonic fanfiction, does that mean I believe Jill writes Sonic fanfiction? I think she could have. I think she could have done a good job. She's eclectic enough. She has a lot of interests. So I believe that she could write some really raunchy fan fiction, especially in her past. And we all should. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll read a bunch of fan fiction to get inspired, and then I'll write my own. This is the plan. This is how I reach fame. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. Well, that is a good aesthetic. I am a big fan of that. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick? Oh god, you have a fucking pick? Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out of the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. I don't know how I feel about that, but... simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know, I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism, I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Yeah. Being a child is pretty damn cringe, so just thinking about it is, it's rough. Not something I like to do. Except, you know, at midnight when I can't think of anything else and my mind's like, remember that time you got stuffed in a tuba locker? That was pretty bad. Or you tried to spout some pseudo-intellectual stuff. Or try to hit on a girl online on fucking MySpace. You remember that shit? Anyone here remember fucking MySpace? No. And you shouldn't. It was that whole thing was cringe. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask, though, why the 69? It was supposed to be a 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the Lovers and the Hermit. Whoa! She is super fucking nerdy. Okay, maybe she doesn't write fan fiction. If the 69 was like that, she might have been just a really big virgin. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Good morning, dude. Work is crazy. Gotta go straight into lyric mode. Have an awesome stream. No problem, dude. No problem. Thanks for showing up at all. I hope work goes at least like quickly or something like that. Whatever the most positive outcome is. Either quick, enjoyable, pays good. Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Jill, there's nobody in the world that would read that as 6'9". Yeah, you gotta like either write it down or do like a dash. But she didn't do a dash. She did 6'9", just by itself. Oh, Jill, I was 12 at the 12. Freaking 12. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up. I'll have a sugar rush. Sugar rush. Are they trending now or something? I've got to go back to work too. Stools need me. That's right. Someone's got to go through the poop and look for the bad bacterias and the parasites and such. Somebody's got to do it. I miss you and I love you and I hope your day goes by quickly as well. I'll keep the kids busy. Like a good wife. Let's get Alma really drunk. Let's get Alma super drunk. Here you go. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. What a douche. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and me just keep saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it... Anyways, yeah, that's probably smart. I think... Maybe I've been watching too much 70s show. But, you know, they all punch each other in the arm and stuff. And, like, maybe if you start, like, young enough where it's, like, that is, like, friendly behavior from the beginning. But if you meet someone that late into your life and they're, like, you know, playing with violence in such a way, flirting with it as such, that might be a slippery slope. And it might be a good idea to just cut it out. Especially if there are other signs. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. My wife and I knew we wanted to get married super early. We were vibing pretty hard. We were both. How do you describe it? We were both Christians at the time. Less so now, in many ways. So, like, dating for marriage was a thing. So we weren't really, like, looking for dating unless that person was also kind of interested in marriage. So we went through that, and we knew pretty quickly that we wanted to get married. Like, I don't think I ever outright proposed. It was kind of just like, we just talked a bunch, and we're like, so, like, we're going to get married, right? And we were both like, yeah, we love each other. I can't see it getting better than this. We love and support each other. We're there for each other all the time. And that's kind of it. I never really got on my knee. I think I did, like, after we bought the ring. I just did it as a joke. But I don't even remember if I did that. I think I had a plan, but it didn't work. Just like the timing was too difficult. I couldn't get the plan I wanted to work. So I just told her I was going to do this, but it didn't work. So that was it. And we're happily married. We got 2 kids. So it's not impossible to fall in love with somebody and have a successful marriage super quickly. We were married before we'd known each other a year, which is definitely, less than orthodox. But it worked for us. I'm definitely not saying it should be the norm for everybody. Everybody's got their own thing. I don't even think you need to get married at all. If we met now, with our new values and such, I'm not even sure we would actually, we might not even get married. It's really just the ease of the legal parts of it. But the whole, we got to get married because of society reasons, don't really care. We didn't even want a wedding. Our parents made us get a wedding. Anyways, I spent almost 4 years with Richard. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. This song is fucking bopping and kind of going away from the mood. I'm going to turn it down just a tad there. I mean, it's a freaking awesome song, but it's ever so slightly distracting. But as much as I loved him, there one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure thing. Beer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, blah. There you go. Please help me not get kicked out of my apartment. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest, but I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. There you go, have some confidence in your body. Don't let other people tease you for being who you are. Good job, Alma. Don't cave. Love your boobs. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only chance to call me by my full name as compensation, then ooh. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Makes sense, logical. Oh, there's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. That seems like it'd be really, really hard to get used to. I'm fine with, technology advancing humanity, especially in ways where it's, helping people live better lives. Bringing up efficiency so people can do more with, less time. And be safer, healthier, live happier lives, more fulfilling lives. But it's the stuff that's purely cosmetic or aesthetic, where I'm not necessarily against it, but I don't know if I would do any of it. It just doesn't I don't need that. It seems needless and complicated, and I don't want it. There's a lot more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. Like Google Glass and VR, even VR games. It's just I'd rather just use a fucking controller. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Oh, that's awesome. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So are we cool now? Are we even? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Oh, Anna's back. Surprise. Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. Oh, does this bleed into her occult stuff? Is this some weird, like, occultish magic, or is this techno magic? Which kind of bleeds the line. I proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. Ooh. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. She does seem to, like, glitch out a little bit. I wonder if that's an explanation for this. Whoever made this game is very creative. I'll give them that. They make me uncomfortable sometimes. But they also have a lot of really cool ideas, and I like it. I'm having fun. Is this what fun is? The result would basically be an image not like a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brain waves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been while he's out. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of the wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am? Yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Move this a little up. I'm gonna rest my back a little bit more to help. I'm gonna boost my volume. Hello, hello. Hopefully that's okay. Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through a good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, it just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. That's a cool idea. I never got into wrestling, but not because of, like... I thought it was stupid or lame, it's just... I just missed the boat on it, you know? Some things you just don't get to, like, click with when you're young, and the ship has sailed, and it's really hard to get back into. But, like, if I got a friend and they were, like, really into wrestling, and, like, they came over all the time, and they're like, let's do this thing, it's important to me, I would totally get into it. I would do my best, at least. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Fuckboy! 8th grade, what? Alright. I am short $700. Somebody's getting fucking evicted. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I don't know what I was supposed to do differently. I feel like I was doing really good. Your rent contract is now invalid. Please vacate the place by February or discuss a renewal with your landlord. Jill couldn't pay her rent. This will distract her at work. Uh-oh. What does this mean? What's going to happen to me? Do I save? I feel... you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it. It's what happened. And I'm not gonna not Just live with my decisions. You know, I bought something that I shouldn't have bought. I bought some fucking nano camo. But Jill needed beer, so I guess it's all good. The alley where you find me is pretty comfortable. Quiet, you. Oh, man. Well, let's give Jill a little pat. She deserves it. She's going through some shit. All right. Kiramiki wrote about us. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called the Neon District. At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made with real alcohol. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan of tourism hotspot. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a real hassle. And Jill's got enough going on. She doesn't need that extra stress. All right, let's see what's going on in the Augmented Eye. Grand Slam Fighters crowned as a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with Giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold the tournament to find a new title word holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with the AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. That's how I see wrestling. It seems like a lot of fun, and it's fun to, like, parody. I think I did a decent job of parodying, like, wrestling culture without never ever seeing an episode. I've played a couple of the games, like, for, like, 30-minute stretches, and I just never understood, like, the wrestling part of it. I'm like, how do you do anything? I'm sure it's a lot of fun once you, like, understand it, but it never worked. After the Great Earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession, salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the Augmented Eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. So Tokyo is underwater. I wonder if all of Japan is underwater. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. I probably butchered that. New Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in a need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. I mean, I understand that. And, like, I feel like if I was if I was a Lilim, I would want to look more like myself. I mean, it's impossible for me to say for sure, but I feel like if I was a robot person, I would want to look like a robot person because I'm not a human. But maybe some of them want to be human and they want to, I don't know. It just feels like this could quickly devolve into, like, punching down and hurting, like, an already, like, fairly marginalized group. Wrestling is like, fight man, the caveman brain activates when someone is thrown 20 feet down a table or so. That, I get that, because I've seen, like, clips and stuff. And it's like, unfortunately, they all seem to be, like, really bad injuries where someone, like it's thrown off the cage into a table. I saw one where, like, a guy lost his ear or something because, like, the cables got, like, twisted up. And they had to, like, change the way those, like, rubber safety bits were made out of or something like that. Like, it's scary, but, like, I feel like when it's done right and like the guy does like the fucking flip around the guy's neck, and bam, he's down on the ground. Like that's pretty cool. And like when they pick him up and they choke him, and they bam. Like I get it. I like a good fight scene. I fucking watch anime. I like a good over the top thing, and so maybe I could get into wrestling. I'm not sure. I don't know where to start, and I already don't have enough fucking time to do anything. But maybe there's something there. Maybe I could watch like clips. And I definitely like it when something is over the top. I like things that crank it up to 11 on purpose and like keep going. The big cages Hell in a Cell was literally a bunch of normal fences held up with zip ties? Is that an exaggeration or is that true? Because that's horrifying. These are human beings. I mean, no wonder you have to go through so much training. Like, so much of it has to just be like how to not hurt yourself or someone else, right? Like, some of it is definitely like looking the part, stage training, like learning how to be a personality on camera. There's like that side. And then there's like normal athleticism. And then I feel like if that's true, and I believe that that's not too hyperbolic of a statement, like, because we see what they do. Like, so much of it just has to be like, here's how you don't kill the guy you're with, because they can't like actually hate each other. It's all theater. So like, you would definitely not want to hurt or maybe kill the guy you're wrestling. There's a metal frame, but the fence was held to the frame with zip ties. You can see them pop and shift when you watch. I might have to go watch that, and like, because that's really scary. I can't believe that was allowed. Did they not have like regulations? Is that like early wrestling, or is that like the Undertaker's not like still doing shit? I feel pretty confident in saying that. Like, what is it built of now? Because it's got to be better. Like, so many people have gotten hurt. The regulations have to be better. You know a lot about this. I appreciate you being in here, because usually when like they talk about the wrestling stuff, I got nothing of quality to say. So this is fun. I'm having a good time. And hopefully you are too, and you're not just bored of some douchebag online asking you a bunch of questions about something. I think it's cool. I like to learn. But that's my educator brain, you know? My brain is like hardwired to find lessons and like want to learn, even if it's weird information. The early 2000s was definitely better. Okay. What it is now. Okay, well that's good. Okay. I have to assume it's gotten better. I wonder if maybe there's like some switch, because they went from like WWE to the new one. They changed names or whatever. So maybe there's good stuff with that, and then there's like SmackDown and Raw, and I don't know what any of it means. I just want people to be happy and safe. It's just where I am. I hate people. I hate seeing people in pain, especially if they're doing it for someone else. Like I love a good like show, like a good crazy show. But that doesn't mean I want someone to die. That's not a show to me. That's a tragedy. Let's see. Anything else to do in here? I think we've done everything. Let's go to work. You can play a little bit more. I will have to get off at some point. This is, what do you call it? Early days at school. So my son will be back earlier than usual. Oh, there's wrestling on the screen. Perfect. So I will have to cut it. I'll probably have to get off at like 12. But we'll see what we can do till then. Thank you so much for being here. Great opinions, hopefully. It's really nice to learn. I'm having fun. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Hey, Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Oh. Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you... Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not entirely true. I feel pretty good right now. And I'm just having a conversation with someone about wrestling. Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Men can get happy for lots of reasons. Don't lump us all in together, Jill. Oh god. Alright, streaming Chan. Trigger warning. She says some weird shit. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place and... shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Woo! Look at it. It's the highest rated Twitch streamer ever. She will take her clothes off for money. Not so fast, flat bartender. Is that even your real name? Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. Is it that obvious? No doubt about it, that gleam in his eye is unmistakable. Run, Gil, while you can. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway, okay, what happened? Is she gonna be back? Is the trigger warning over? Can we all unclench our assholes? Because I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm gonna get rid of that one. It's like really loud. Here we go. Good enough. Just can't escape it. Time to mix drinks and change lives, baby. Yes. Yes. Betty and Deal. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Huh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she that one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. I shouldn't have skipped October's rent to buy that Wi-Fi router dildo. What are you? I don't even know what that means. I shouldn't have skipped October's rent to buy that Wi-Fi router dildo. I don't... Like, usually I can kind of follow what Jill is saying, but I think she's having some kind of aneurysm. What did I miss something? They didn't even say what they wanted. Okay. Beer. I'm already evicted. What's it matter? Usually they remind me what the thing is with the thing, so I can stream without thinking. This sucks. I feel like a failure. Which is like a basic state of mind, but still, I don't like it. For the occasion. Alright. Okay, I guess I did it right. So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. Oh, that's cute. I like Deal. Deal was fucking cute. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Ugh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker, holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Nice. Good for Gil. Sometimes you need something that makes you happy. And if it's sex, as long as it's with a consenting partner, go for it. I hope you can find happiness in other ways too, because, sex isn't always there for you. Back to Deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, you piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light. Alright. Why are you talking about weird shit like this, Jill? Now something non-alcoholic, and I don't remember what the last thing was. Maybe if I go through everything, I can figure it out. There's got to be something left in my brain. A bloom light. Okay, it was a bloom light. All right, I'll make this first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to be too much? Yeah, that's going to be too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. On the rocks and mixed. What did I do? Did I do a bad? What did I do bad? That looks okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't see the aged. Okay. I'm fine. I'm still smart. I'm still a good person. I still have value. There we go. All right, and then something non-alcoholic. Let's get him. Here we go. That's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All aged and mixed. Okay, I have to learn to read again. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Jeez. She gets around. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheet, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo, waster, chocolate addict. Too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, I don't know what that is, and shoes with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? You must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean, about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about Sneaky Sneaky? I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you'll lose nothing by it. What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilum. So I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch. I couldn't agree more, if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilum that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. Couldn't agree more. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilum, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integration, so... Anyway, your nerd is showing. Your big pulsing nerd is showing, Jill. Just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. Seems like safe advice. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Exactly. But it doesn't mean it's wrong. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Evicted. Holy shit, that's... Oh. Okay. That's what this is. When she said she was going to be distracted, I don't remember the orders. Gotcha. Evicted. Holy shit, that's a new low for me. Okay. Now I have to pay more attention as the gamer. This sucks. That's a cool, gameplay integration. I like that. All on the rocks and mixed. Alright, so I made the piano man. Now it's time for the piano woman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I messed up somewhere in there. Yes, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All aged and mixed. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I don't really take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. Aww. What's going on here? You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. This is nice. This is like a good example of a platonic, like, I guess you would call it a male-female, man-woman relationship. Like, it doesn't have to be sexual. And, like, definitely doesn't have to be because Betty's not into guys, but it's a nice example of, like, people can just be friends. And they can just need each other. It's kind of sweet. I'm choosing to read it as sweet. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So this won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Yay, I love them so much. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Bill. Bill? Please come again. Oh, okay, here we go. Everyone back on alert. Party, I'd love to go. I don't know where that voice was. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something something nasty. I shouldn't have skipped November's rent to pay that mobile game debt. Alright, something nasty. Bitters are pretty nasty. The Grizzly Temple explicitly states it's unbearable. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All blended. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do. There you go. This is the... Oh, hold on. It was nasty, all right. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. This worries me. I am upset and scared. Huh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Well, too late, it's already in your player. I can pick the Streaming Chon theme whenever I want it? That can't... How in the ever-living fuck did you do it? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like. Good question. Where are the dogs? Yeah, we haven't seen Rad Sheba in a while. And it's another reason I'm upset. I need that ever-lifting, like, wellspring of in my life whenever I see a fucking dog in clothes. I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yes, it's the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to this Sierra thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on-demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason. I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but then I want to hear it. Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are paper thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. And I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit over there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm going to give you my number. If she ever comes back here, you let me know, you hear? Not going to let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. Oh. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Okay, something girly. Knowing my landowner, I'll have to wait at least a month for a new contract. Okay. Okay, girly drink. Let's do a sunshine cloud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bunch of alcohol. I don't care anymore. What do I have to lose? It's just a house. It's just a house. Here. Ooh, let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Huh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wah, Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you are curious, right, about Fuckboy's partner? Want to know who it was? Yes, absolutely. Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That's good. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Ah, classic streamer lifestyle. Gotta content, baby. Can't stop contenting. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Okay, well, I hope you're happy. Huh? But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss? You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Joe, by that I mean take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Huh? Alright, that was fun. It was a nice time. Let's save. I don't think we have much left, so next stream we play this might be the last one. It is close to 12 here, so I'm going to have to leave to go pick up my son. But I had a great time. I hope anybody who's here, lurking or otherwise, also had a good time. Talked about a lot of cool stuff. Some stuff I learned a bit about wrestling. That was kind of cool. I like learning new things. Met some good people, met some crazy people, but you know what? The worst people didn't show up. So it was all good. We might be getting evicted. but maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. Maybe it's an ending that'll be fun. Who's to say? Not me. I don't know shit. I don't know anything. But if you're here, thank you so much. If you like what I do, follow me. I appreciate it. When we get to 50 followers, once we get the affiliate thing, learned a bunch, chatted a bunch, in and out of game. Yeah, absolutely. I had a blast. This is a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. It's cool to have people to talk to. I feel like I've got a good back and forth. It's fun. When I was a teacher, I was always with kids, so a lot of my energy does come from bouncing off of other people and talking and stuff like that. So it's nice to have people in here. Makes me feel like I remember how to talk. I'm pretty introverted normally, so it's hard to get the energy back sometimes and like get the vibe right. So it was nice having other people here. Yeah. So once I reach affiliate, I'm gonna find a TINS unit, which is like an electrical device thing that you can use to simulate electrical shocks from the nerves. And I'm going to find some way to allow chat to control the TINS unit to make it feel like I'm giving birth or something. And you guys can pick a game, or maybe we can just chat, whatever you guys want to do. And you can make me feel like I'm giving birth. My wife's done it, and I feel like as a loving husband and the wife of the house now, I should know what that pain is like. So once we get to affiliate, I think that'll be a blast. In some way, certainly. If you like what I do and you want more, I got YouTube. All this stuff is going up on YouTube, and then I just did my first scripted video. I'm pretty proud of it, considering it was my first one, and it is very nice. Other than that, anybody who's here, thank you so much, just again. And know that you're loved by me, definitely, and probably by other people too. I don't know if I can say with certainty, but I bet there's at least one other person that loves you. It's not just me. It can't be me. Statistically, it can't just be me. What are the odds that only one person loves you, and that is fucking this guy? It's low. Got to be someone else. Either way, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back soon after Valhalla. We'll do something else. I've got a couple ideas. And we'll see what happens. We're playing a loosey-goosey. I'm just fucking rambling now. Have a good day. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. Bye-bye. I hope to see you all again soon.